it's Haley again. So for today's class, we have a new recipe and it's Little Energy Bites. This recipe is simple to make, full of feel-good ingredients, and irresistibly delicious. So for this recipe, the kitchen materials you will need will be a large bowl, a sealed container, measuring cups, measuring spoons, different spoons to mix up the ingredients, a spatula if you have one like this, and a mixer if you have one, but this is optional. The ingredients for today's recipe include old-fashioned oats, peanut butter, chocolate chips, honey, vanilla, and flaxseed. For the flaxseed, I have ground some up myself at home. And optional ingredients include shredded coconut, unsweetened or sweetened. Also optional are chia seeds. So the first step and most important step is to wash our hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Before we get started, of course, make sure that all of your kitchen materials are washed and clean before using them. So we will measure out all of the ingredients and pour them into this large bowl and mix them together. So first, we need 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, 1 cup. Pour it into the large bowl. And next, we have 2/3 of a cup of coconut, which is optional again. I'll use this. So 2/3 of a cup of coconut, mix it in. Again, this is optional. Next, we need 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. For this one, I like to use the spatula to scoop it out and put it in the measuring cup. Now again, using the spatula, you can easily scoop it out of the measuring cup and into the large mixing bowl. we need 1/3 of a cup of honey. Use the spatula again to scoop it out of the measuring cup. Next we need 1/2 cup of flaxseed, ground flaxseed. So again, I ground this up myself. Pour that into the large bowl. Next, we need 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Dump the chocolate chips into the bowl. Okay. Next, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So this you can do over the bowl so that you don't get it all over the place, and carefully pour it in. And then pour that into the mix. And last is 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Again, this is an optional ingredient, so if you don't have these, don't worry. Scoop them out carefully. 1 tablespoon. So now that all of the ingredients are in the large mixing bowl, you can take a wooden spoon or the spatula and just mix all of the ingredients together really well. So I have a mixer at home, so I will use my mixer, but you can still do this with the wooden spoon. Just make sure that all of the ingredients are mixed well together. So now that all of the ingredients are mixed really well together, we will refrigerate this for 30 minutes to an hour, and then we will make the balls. So place the mix into the fridge and wait about 30 minutes. So I like to set a timer on my phone so that it's easier to remember. 30 minutes. While the mix is in the fridge for about 30 minutes, you can wash all of the dishes to save time at cleanup after. So use warm water and dish soap. You can use a scrubber if you'd like. And wash all of the dishes. time's up, you can take the mix out of the fridge. Next, make sure to wash your hands again because we're going to be touching the food. So again, 20 seconds with warm water and soap. So now we have our sealed container. This is where we will store the energy bites. You can leave them in the fridge for a week, or you can put them in the freezer to save for a later date. You can grab a spoon. I will use the wooden spoon again. Just scoop a little bit of the mix. Use your hands, squeeze it together, and roll it into a ball. Place it in the container and continue until all of the mix is used up. Finished product.